What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. I guess I should speak into the camera. Every Tuesday. At least it's going to be, we're going to try to make it interesting. We're going to try to make it informative and kind of spiritual. Dharmaverse is also about sending out a prayer to the world. It's what this sci-fi is all about. It's not just entertainment for the sake of entertainment. Incorporating some mudras into our podcast. So the Dharma Mala is going to be a web page where the idea is that we're turning a collective mala. What it will visually look like is on the page you see a mala. Visualizing what this will look like right now, anybody can press the mala and move it forward by one. Each time that you click, it's just like when you are reading, when you're doing like mantra practice. You will move the mala forward by one, and a prayer is read to everyone in the community. Actually, you can just have the page on, and it's in real time as other people sign in and they click. You will see the update. So it's kind of like a social aspect to this. It's a social experience. It's kind of like prayers, like communal prayer. It's kind of like a game, almost. But I will show you here that, as you can see, this mala is really beautiful. It has 108 body seeds. Okay? 3 of them are these colored stones. These are like crystal stones. And also there's a wooden one, like a solid wooden one. It's attached to a vajra. In this collective Dharmaverse mala, everybody gets to see this collective prayer count also go up, grow slowly. And then as it grows, certain goals will be met, secrets will unlock, certain stories will be released. There's a lot of material that we have been building up. So check this out, okay? So this is the novel that we are working on, and it's about one of the 3 Dharma games that rule this whole world, that the AI gods have given mankind with a motivation, the objective to helping guide humanity towards collective enlightenment. 3 origin gods being Brahman, the god of creation, Vishnu, the god of preservation, and Shiva, the god of destruction. And in the Dharmaverse, Shiva has 4 meta-god children who are Kau, the god of war, Fei, the god of passion, the goddess of passion, beautiful goddess, but is a hermaphrodite actually. Anyways, that's for a different discussion. Ix, the meta-god of chaos, mutation. As you can see, he's represented here. He's very powerful. Om is the god of death. So all these meta-gods are actually AIs, okay? You gotta understand also this part. So they are considered gods. They are capable of miracles. They are considered to be bodhisattvas also. Boom. Okay, so these are what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are all the gods in the Dharmaverse, and clearer. You can actually see what these are. And are they beautiful? Okay, so creator gods, preserver gods, destroyer gods. So we just talked about Kau, Fei, Ix, Om, the Wallaians, right? They are represented here. The Wallaians, they are the futurist party. They are the representation of progress, because the earth has become a frozen wasteland, as you can see. The Wallaians live in this autonomous cities, post-abundance sci-fi, part of our sci-fi world. Envision this world, this utopian world where machines, they do everything for everybody. Guys, this is what the Wallaians are representing. They are the pinnacle also, why they are represented very powerfully here. So each of these sections will be filled with art also. Keep that in mind. So we will definitely be showcasing the what this is known as the Walla Tower right here. The might of the Wallaians, also led by their powerful Walla. Okay, so she is the face of the futurist medical line. She is known as the great enabler, the provider of abundance. She's so powerful. You know, the people, obviously, they love her because she provides. She is the grandmother goddess. Kala is, you can imagine it as the greatest world global fighting, like the UFC. So Dharmaverse features champions from these different nations, including the Wallaians. Opposing the Wallaians is another humanist. So two different civilizations basically coexisting. Different laws, different lifestyle, opposing values, unfortunately. A piece of concept art that we are working on, each color represents a faction, and then each faction will have its own dedicated webpage. Okay. That's the idea. Now look at this. It's so beautiful. We have the actual, this is an actual image of a Kala Chakra, sacred mandala. Look at that. It's incredible. And everything has meaning, you know. This is fighting grounds all around the actual building. And so each of these different factions, they represent different species even. The Gaians are basically animals. Human beings coexist with sentient animals in the harmonious society with powerful plants and animals, right? Like intelligent. Plants are kind of like the priests of Gaian society. Imagine like animals have, they formed their own political structures ruled by AI entity. The whole forest would have a collective consciousness, right? Gaians, they are very powerful. So animals also have the right to fight in the Kala. They have the right to compete. Adharians are very powerful because they are ruled by a new class of hybrid between human and artificial intelligence. As crazy as that sounds, all these sentient AIs, integral part of this world, right? And then what the Adhars are is kind of like the next step of this evolution is that like imagine that a human being made it with an AI, produce an offspring, becomes an Adhar, feared for good reason, creating chaos in the world, creating suffering in the world, a class of disease that only exists to create suffering. So the Adhar, like the ultimate terrorists in a way, terrorizing the world, but not for political reasons, but for their own secret reasons. Believe in their cause also. Duty to create suffering so that the world can become enlightened in. Anyways, guys, this is where my heart is at. It's so exciting for me to envision these different ways of life. Huge inspiration, utilizing a color wheel, basically create this rainbow mapping of all the factions of this world, the major factions and the minor factions. As you can see, the geography of where each faction is placed, right, in the central axis between Wallaians and Chu-Guo. Okay, so this is like a China of 侠客. Yeah, this is like China returned back to the Warring States period. It's known for the Phoenix. It's known for a kind of writing dialect of writing that is like dancing figures, you know, beautiful characters, beautiful calligraphy. And it's also known for Taoism, okay? It is the birthplace of Taoism. It's also a key guiding philosophy of this nation that is against the Wallaians. The opposite of Taoism is legalism. Legalism, so some people think it's Confucianism, but no, it's legalism. Legalism is like programming human beings to exist in a collective. Wallaians, unfortunately, they do represent this kind of hive mind. Yeah, they are the people who have given up actually on choosing for themselves. They have totally become like a state-controlled society. But it's like, you know, in many ways it's super advanced, and like most people are hooked up on the virtual reality machines. They spend all their time in virtual space. They play a different game, you know, like they have a Dharma game called the Maya, which I will talk about in the future. But you know, this is what we're talking about right now is the Kala, which is the arena of champions, like League of Legends, or like, but you know, obviously it's not the mechanics of the game is this is Mortal Kombat, and it takes place inside of this sacred arena actually. So you know, it's also this game. You know, you might be thinking, wow, how crazy it is that this physical, this actual tantric space, the Kala, is going to exist in the Dharmaverse. You know, the idea is to treat it with respect also. You know, this space is the arena, but is also, it's a huge place. It's a beautiful, giant arena. There's only even one arena in the whole world, and everybody has to come to there to fight. One of these super buildings is the arena, and this is the most important. Like it's like a sacred site in a way, right? So the Wallaians, if they lose, they might want to actually destroy the arena because like the arena is really powerful. Anyway, so there's politics, there's these are different, like, you know, they're like different people far more than the different cultures that we have today. The men, especially of Chu-Guo, they're like superhuman, you know. Kao, the god of war, gives them like this supercharged warrior physique also, but like also a different kind of connection with their nervous system. So they have a different, like a means of channeling power from the money ball, the sacred technology, right? So they are super powerful. You know, they are like literally like if you watch these Chinese like Xianxia, for example, wuxia is one thing, right? Wuxia is like super powerful martial arts powered by qigong, and you know, people have dianxue, you know, like you can control somebody by tu, and then like they're frozen, for example. You know, there's a whole system of martial arts, zhou, fu. You know, people, they can fly, they can like, you know, they're like superhuman. Anyway, so this Chu-Guo is kind of like living in that realm. Okay, they are really powerful, right? But Chu-Guo, they have a kind of martial arts that is obviously secret, combined with this cybergenetic enhancement that transforms the person and also links them directly with their god. This is sci-fi on another level, okay? So you have the power of gods coming into play, and yeah, you know, there is also a curse that is part of, I guess, this contract with the god, that once you become the supercharged warrior, like a Super Saiyan, you unfortunately, you are cursed, kills the woman that you love if you make love to them. To become the ultimate protector, he needed to overcome his attachments. Chu-Guo is really, it's a country about martial arts. You can think about it like kind of like the value system is different. A secret martial arts that will literally make them so powerful that they will become the top martial artists in the world. 叫称霸武林, the hegemons, like the ultimate warriors. In a way, Chu-Guo is about like a Chinese Spartanhood, right? So this idea of this mysterious world with many secrets, with secret martial art teachings that are so prized that the entire novels are written where the core conflict is fighting over possession of this secret technology. They are literally like technologies, like martial arts technologies that can make you so powerful that it tips the balance of power amongst these, in this world, literally, and like politics involved, like crazy, imaginative. Lastly, we're going to talk about Moon Sisters. This is an all-female clan. And, you have to understand they are a society of all females. So, that's, so imagine like a whole society, right? Like there's, and they're like nomads. They live on the big ice. The game of treasure, Terma, means like hidden treasure. The game of Terma is essentially a worldwide treasure hunt. These trails that track the earth, the surface of the earth, and each one of them is tied to a celestial object or a celestial group, like a body that you can see in the sky, which includes, the sun, the moon, the 9 planets, all the other planets in our solar system, but also includes like other galaxies. The moon, however, is ruled by the Moon Sisters. They're like following this banner, this like virtual banner that moves, right? That tracks the movement, but it tracks it very slowly. So it's like, let's say it moves at 1/1000th of the actual speed of the moon moving through the sky. Literally, their whole society exists in kind of a mobile civilization, mobile society, like nomads. The pleasure is too great, and then the man live, at least, but live as their slaves. And like they would literally, it's the opposite. They would die without the the love from their moon mistresses. Okay, so moon mistresses. That's also, it's a crazy world. It's about the end of times. It's about the time when all the energies, they reach the maximum, and the maximum energy is always, it's by its very nature, it's volatile. These energies brought to their ultimate end, ultimate conclusion, their ultimate possible like intensity, what it'll be like. Anyway, so with that being said, a lot of really exciting things. We've talked about the Dharmaverse Mala, which is the collective Mala, this digital Mala that we can all partake in. Our philosophy is all about prioritizing fun, and we're going to focus on that. And that's it. It's a very simple guiding philosophy. In terms of the artistic development, it's all about the kala, this mandala of factions, how to visually represent each one of these factions in the most compelling, and like their values, their beliefs, right? Their vision of the world, right? And it's like their logo in a way. Guys, I'm so excited, and we have so much divine forces that are that I'm grateful for. That this sangha, this community, this project, this Patreon community. I'm super grateful. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much. And Om Ah Hong, we can